Shenanigan time. Yeah! What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Collecting Havok. Today, I'm going to try something new. We're going to do the news as its own episode. So, welcome back to the news that matters to us, the news we care about. And let me tell you, this had to be its own episode because there is a ton to cover. We got San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. We got what do we got? We got a DFW panel to go over from Valaverse. We got a Haslab that was announced this week. We'll talk about that here in the news. So, anyways, you guys know what you got to do. New to the channel, you guys enjoy the news. You guys enjoy toy hunts. You got to hit that subscribe button. Join the tens of followers of Collecting Havok. You got to hit that like button. Down in the comments, let me know what you guys think of the news. What are you guys looking forward to that I talked about today? And what kind of news do you want covered in the future? Okay, first up from Jada, we're going to talk about some San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Right off the bat, they announced, well, they didn't right off the bat announce it, but they did just announce a Mega Man exclusive, which is going to be the Neo Metal exclusive six-pack. Those little hard helmets with the plus on them that everybody hates because they block all your shots. But anyways, they're doing a six-pack of those, and they look pretty awesome. Not sure when they will be up for pre-order, but they are a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which leads us into some more details on their Street Fighter 2 Ultra exclusives for San Diego Comic-Con. The first one here you see is Dulcim, and it has the burn victim in red. So those we saw those a couple weeks ago, so now we know what they go to. You get the player 2 Dulcim, and these things come with a lot. Like Dulcim comes with 3 head sculpts, bonus head sculpt for the original Dulcim that came out in Wave 2, 3 sets of hands, 2 bendable arms, 2 bendable legs like the last time. You get the Yoga Fire, Yoga Flame effects with the stand, the burning body accessory as they're calling it, with display stand as you see, and collector grade packaging, which they usually do for these. Second up with the going back to Street Fighter 2 Ultra Player 2 M Bison with the Blue Burn victim. This one, it's green. I don't know if I need it. There's a blue one, a red one. So this is the third one, but it looks good. And again, just like Dulcim, it's going to come with 4 head sculpts. Actually, it's coming with 2 brand new head sculpts for M Bison Player 1, which is the original one in red. 3 sets of hand, the Psycho Crusher and Psycho Power effect with stand as usual. And also it's coming with the Burning Body accessory with stand, the blue one, and as always, collector grade packaging with window, display, removable sleeve. I don't know, let me know. What do you guys think of these? I think they look good. I think if you guys are looking to do player 1 through, I think what you can do 4-player in the arcade or something like that. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. NECA. I don't have a lot for NECA, but this Universal Monsters TMNT Shredder as Dracula Crimson Edition Target exclusive actually looks pretty good. Pretty much going to be the same thing as we got on the regular one, which people still haven't found yet. I've noticed that. But anyways, this one comes with the 3 head sculpts, 3 sets of hands. It's the same accessories as the regular version, just the figure is painted in more of a crimson tone than the regular one. So that's actually pretty cool if that's your thing. Okay, on to Mattel and the MOTU Origins and Thundercats / cartoon crossover stuff. They did announce, what is it, 6 new figures? First up, we're going to get Thundercats crossover. We're going to get a He-Man with a saber-tooth looking armor. Not a fan of the head sculpt. I'll probably grab one of my extra He-Man head sculpts for this if the skin tones match. It's going to come with accessories to make it look like it's the Thundercats crossover, and then also you can do the regular look, so it's going to look mostly like a regular He-Man with that odd head sculpt. Which leads us into Panthro, which same things. Looks like he's got some Man-at-Arms style armor. Uh, I'm not sure what else is going on here, but what's cool is, as you can see, he's going to have parts to have this the MOTU style, and then you take all that armor off, he's got the original Thundercats cartoon look, which they should have done with the turtle stuff, but I don't know why they didn't. Although some of the mashups were pretty good. And then the third one from the Thundercats crossover is going to be Tigra. I don't know where this armor is from. If anybody can let me know down in the comments, I can't place it. I kind of looked around for a while. I couldn't figure it out. And again, if you as you see, he's going to have parts to be the crossover look and then his original cartoon look. Again, coolest idea they did. But with these three, they also announced three cartoon figures. First up, you got Bo, done in the MOTU style, so that's the first time we get him in this style. Whiplash with his double chin glory. He's going to be the regular MOTU cartoon version. And then we get a Shadow Weaver cartoon edition from the She-Ra Power Princess line. She looks pretty good. She's going to be kind of like Orko, no legs on a little stand, so that's pretty cool. Now we move into the WWE reveals that I've found. We'll probably get some more information during San Diego Comic-Con because a lot of these are just pictures on a screen. They're not really anything good. But as you see, first up for some elites we announced were Lyra, Valkyria, and Julia, which is pretty cool. I believe these are both first time in the line. At least Julia is. And then also we're getting a great Kali with a belt. I mean, come on, that's pretty cool. But what's cool is we're getting some new same characters we've had, but new versions of them in Ultimates. We're getting another Eddie Guerrero. As you can see, it's just Eddie Guerrero. I mean, you can never get enough Eddie Guerreros. And then we get a Dominic Mysterio with the stash. So the stash is pretty cool. I might be in for this one because I think he looks funny with the stash. It'd be good. But I'm not sure at what point after he got the mustache this is, but there you go. All right, the next two Ultimates are one I'm looking forward to is Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffy time. Money in the bank right before she cashes in. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully we get some more pictures before I really super decide on it. But along with her, as you can see on the screen, we're also getting a legacy character, legacy wrestler. We're getting Umaga, and it looks like he is going to have the Samoan spike hand. I will have to double check once they really announce it and show more of the accessories. So yeah, that wraps up the WWE figures, and not bad. Next up, we're going to talk about the Four Horsemen Horror of Eins Amal. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. But what's cool is this is a whole new wave, and they got some new stuff in here. And hopefully you guys like this stuff as much as I have. I might actually be all in on this wave because every character in here is pretty cool. And hopefully I don't butcher the names. Like first up, we got Garmir, the Horror of Eins Mal. He is a werewolf. Look at this. He's got a werewolf head. It's pretty cool. This definitely, even if I don't get any figures, this is the only one I'm getting. Next up, we got Halvard of Frothvar. He's a Viking-like figure. Looks pretty cool. He's got the shield, the helmet, the Viking haircut. You know, all the good stuff you need. Sculpting great as usual. Then we got this lady, Commander Igraine. She's a loyal knight type character. Forgot to write down the loyal knight of what because I don't know why I didn't. But she looks pretty good. You know, with if you have an alternate head or something, pretty easily an army builder, which really you can do with any Four Horsemen figure. Next up, we got a first in the line new imp scale size. This is Burris Burger Story. Okay, cool name. But like I said, he's going to be smaller. I believe the size comparison, I don't have a picture of it, is going to be about just over half the size of a regular 6-inch figure. So he definitely will be small. And to make up for the size, it looks like they're going to be coming with Dio items, especially like this one. You see some stuff for the Eins Mall Inn, which, you know, you get the keg and the beer stein. So that's cool. And this next imp scale figure, Byler Frostfur, I think this one's going to be popular just because of the head sculpt. Obviously, you get the secondary head sculpt, makes it an army builder. And as the same as with the other imp scale, it's going to come with some dial pieces like this one comes with a large campfire. Whew. All right. Next, we got Jackal Iron Bones. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Again, if I butchered it, oops. It looks like he's a orc hunter, 7-inch scale, so a little bit bigger. Not quite like, orc scale or troll scale, just a little bit bigger. Whatever they have for just over 6 inches, that's what scale this is. An orc hunter, blue skin, fun figure. But I think this one right here, this one next, is going to be the most popular one. Uh, is Bjorn a giant polar bear? So, I mean, we got the bear. Now we're getting a polar bear. So this thing is pretty darn cool. You can see it can, it's a polar bear. And then just to wrap it up, they do have an accessory set for this one. You get some what do they call these dial pieces to go with it for the Eins Mall Inn and Public House. You get I don't even know. I didn't even look at the picture. You'll have to see for yourself. It's out there. McFarlane Toys announcing a Persona 3 Reload Elite Edition figure, the protagonist. I haven't played Persona 3. I've always wanted to. I just never got a chance to. Looks cool. Lots of accessories, face plates, all the good stuff. However, this one is one of those crazy Toddy Mac price ones. He's doing $60 on this one, which I believe is pricier than the Berserk figure, which priced me out of that one too. And then just another announcement he got in his this looks like this is going to be, what is this going to be? It looks like, oh, this is just a regular DC multiverse figure. It's another repaint of the Azrael, but this is the Knights and Azrael in the Kenner toy color. So that's kind of cool. If you guys had that toy in the 90s, you know this look. And the final announcement from McFarlane Toys that I found, I know there were more, but these are the ones that kind of stuck out to me. And this one's the DC Countdown Monarch for DC Multiverse. Looks pretty cool. This looks like they're going to be going up for pre-order this week, July 8th or 10th, somewhere in there. All right, now you guys prepared for the Valaverse DFW panel review. Whew, he announced a ton of stuff. So first up, this was actually at the end, but I wanted to bring it up first because I thought this was cool, and I'm still debating on if I'm in. But the idea behind it is great, and that's this Action Force 1944 World War II figures. Awesome. Looks like, well, he really hasn't announced anything. It's just a future. This is like going to be 2026 and later. The only one he gave is like a render of a possible character named Condor, which could be the original Condor or a long lost relative to our Condor. He kind of hinted it during the panel. And it'll have two factions, Axis powers and Allied powers. So he's gonna be pretty World War II accurate with costumes, uniform. Expect those guys and the other guys and the Russians and the Japanese, the Germans. Expect all of them, and it looks like he's going to do paratroopers with in both factions. I think that's pretty cool. Next up, do you guys remember the Dork Side exclusive infantry commando? Well, since Dorkside is out of business and nobody can get that one, he decided instead of re-releasing it, he's going to do another exclusive Infantry Commando 2.0, which for now is going to be exclusive to ToyCon in New Jersey coming up soon. It's going to be collector packaging similar to Four Horsemen. It sounds like he's going to be doing that more with more of his exclusives, so that's pretty cool for inbox guys. Obviously, it's going to be updated design from the original Dorkside exclusive, more accessories, updated articulation, good stuff like that. You know how he is with many of his exclusives. We'll probably see the extras on his website. Otherwise, I'm asking somebody to grab me one. Another one that was pretty cool that he brought up was this extras line for background characters, stuff like that. It's called extras, or in quotes, street thugs. These ones, I'm not sure when they're coming out, but he said he's almost done working on them. But yeah, you see, there's 3 versions here. There's gonna be multiple clothing options. tons of ethnicities. My God, I can talk. But all the parts will be fully swappable, it sounds like. So, if you want shirt from one guy, pants from another guy, you can swap them around, stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. On the next up, he showed off he's going to start doing backpack packs, and he showed off the first three, which were Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. So he's keeping the pack naming the same with the doing the military alphabet: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Gamma, et cetera, et cetera. So I thought that was pretty cool. And as you can see, there's three different. They're the first three up they're all the same, just different colors. So that's pretty cool. And then he announced some Action Force Series 6 figures. It sounds like they're going to be launched in two parts. The first up will be the basic figures and accessories before you get some of the named characters a little bit later. First up, he showed off the weapons packs. You get Lima and Mike, and November. November is going to be a special weapons pack on a blister card because it's a rocket launcher and it doesn't fit in that box. And it looks pretty cool. And then as for the figures, you can see he's going to do the Raider Battalion, and obviously that'll have accessory kits at some point. You'll get the special warfare figure, and again, probably do a accessory pack at some point to arm them up. And the same thing with the Delta Corps. I assume at some point all three of these will have some kind of accessory packs similar to all his other troopers. But for the named figures, he's got Lieutenant Hyun. I believe this is going to be a bad guy villain. I think he said this is going to be the villain release. He announced her a while back, but just couldn't fit her into a previous wave. Now he's going to put her in wave 6. Looks pretty cool. I'll probably grab her. And then we get one of Pandora's lackeys. We get Jester, a knife wielding crazy dude. This guy looks pretty cool. I probably am going to get in on it. But what's also pretty cool is for those of you that like the bloody variant, I don't have a picture. You don't have to get the 1 of 100 to get a bloody variant. You're going to be able to order a separate bloody variant version if you want to match it with a bloody version of Pandora. Then he announced a new line called the Black, uh, which you can technically call another faction, or you can do it as its own line. He announced the Black Modern Day Pirates. The first figure he announced from this was Blackbeard, the leader, the captain. This guy looks pretty cool. Usual amount of accessories, new style stands, stuff like that. Then what was cool is for the second figure in the line, Vane, he announced that he did a likeness licensing deal with Zach McGowan from Black Sail, whose character is also named Vane. So that was pretty cool. So as you can see, he's going to look like Zach McGowan. I know it's just renders right now and screenshots of renders, so hopefully I can get some better pictures down the road. But I thought that was pretty cool. He's going to have another, real face in the line. So that's pretty cool. And then to follow that up, every faction's got to have their army builders. So you got the Corsairs. These are your army builder troopers. So they're going to have, you know, indescript faces or masks, stuff like that. And you can build up as many as you want. So there you go. That's the black line. Awesome. For Legions Con, for those of you going to Legions Con, he did announce a Dia de los Muertos Sidewinder, Day of the Dead for us speaking English, which will be what is it? It's a Legions Con exclusive. It looks pretty good. It's got the DoD face paint, so it's pretty cool. And he said there's going to be two different 100 count variants, each one with a different face sculpt. You can see those down in the lower right. Before I move on, actually, I'm going to move on now because that's pretty much it for. I'm almost done, I promise, because we still got to get to the main event. We got vehicle announcements. He announced a new version of the Vanguard, the Black Shadow Vanguard, which is just the quote bad guy version. Looks a little punked out. It's got all the accessories on it, stuff like that. So if you want it in black and you want it to be really cool looking, the Shadow version is going to be the one you want. For everyone who hates that Hasbro has no boats, and the only one we had was the Fortnite boat, for those of you that could find it. He's doing an attack raft. seats about 3 figures. It's still in, it's still just renders. We don't know what it's going to look like in the end or how big, but that's cool that he's doing it. I thought it was fun. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what else has he got going on. Next up, he did the gym figures. Ah, these are pretty cool. Like, I was talking about this when I went to Walmart. I saw those gym bags, and then I thought, well, I got the Meowscles gym stuff. We got the barbells from She-Hulk. How cool would it be to build a gym? Well, then, here we go. Valaverse doing a gym line. As you can see, we're getting Eclipse, Gemini, and Killswitch so far. Those are the only ones he's really, and these are still in the pre-production phase, so these are really just renders. But you can see all the accessories they come with. Hopefully this will be cool. I'm looking forward to it because I've wanted to build a gym. I have the walls for it. I just don't have the equipment. So I thought that was pretty cool. Then he announced he's doing a collaboration with Duarte. I believe, I'm not too familiar with him, but from what I've read, does a lot of Dio stuff. So they are working on some modular play sets, dios, gun racks, accessories to build a dio for, like, especially military based. As you can see, there's some racks in there, mostly just storage, office, safe house stuff right now. So that's pretty cool. He said there will be more coming down the road. The big one, well, little. Wow, that was a horrible joke. Anyways, he announced 375 O-ring figs. So I thought that was pretty cool. I know a lot of people were kind of pushing on him about it, and hopefully he didn't say any pricing, but hopefully he does better on the pricing than Super 7, because $22 to add those figures to your G.I. Joes, no. But yeah, so as you can see, he announced them, and obviously more information will be coming out down the road. Anyways, that wraps up a whole long panel from Valaverse. Hopefully, I wasn't too boring. Hopefully, I didn't show all the pictures he did. I picked the most important ones. All right, you guys, this is what you guys have been waiting for. Hasbro announced the G.I. Joe Classified Haslab. This is probably been the one that everybody speculated, right? Nobody guessed anything else. That's right. We're getting a Snowcat. Um, Although a lot of people speculated pricing, stuff like that, but based on the live stream they did, this thing is bigger than the his tank. It's huge, but yes, it goes for 325. You guys got till August 14th to back it, and it does have 3 unlockable tiers, which we will get to in just a moment. As you guys can see on the screen, the initial offering needs 8,000 minimum to fund to get just this. And as I'm filming it, we're almost to 6,500. So we still got 40 days to go, 39 days to go. I cannot see this not funding fully. With the, base offering, you're going to get the Snowcat, you're going to get Farley Frostbite, Seward. Um, you know, it's a figure. You'll get 4 missiles, 4 flame effects, 2 snow torpedoes with the removable torpedo storage launchers. You're also going to get the missile turret, but that's removable, and the back flips down to be converted to a troop carrier. So that was cool. It sounds like you can fit 4 to 5 figures back there, if they're not the deluxe size figures like what's his name? Oh my God, Milky Way, Smooth Milky Way. What's his name? Ooh, he had like 5 figures. Somebody tell me in the comments. I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, also with that, it's going to have working headlights and a slide out kitchen. I don't know why we need that, but hey, it's there. Wow. And like I said, that's just the main offering. That's just the base. You need 8,000 to get there. So now, if we hit 10,000 backers, you're going to unlock tier 1, which is Lady J in Arctic gear. As you can see, comes with the figure, 2 head sculpts, and a bunch of accessories. Looks like some ice fishing accessories. So I thought that was pretty cool. The head sculpts look way better than anything we've gotten before, and those previous head sculpts were bad. Then, if you hit 12,000 backers, where you're going to unlock tier 2, which is the Bivioac. I think I pronounced that right. bivouac. I don't know. How do you pronounce it? Let me know. It's going to be that battle station play set. As you can see, it's a tent. It's got a campfire, some other gear, fish. They made a big deal about the fish. I don't know. It's still cool, but it's fish. But it's a pretty cool set. It's not stickers, it's not patches. Which everyone's like, it better not have patches. So there you go. You get a play set instead of patches. So that's pretty cool. So tier 3 is Flint in Arctic gear at 14,000 backers. Hopefully we get there. I can't see why not. Yes, this is one of the slower moving GI Joe Haslabs, but if you think about it, we're only 1,500 away from getting the thing just at the minimum. And the last day you get thousands of people trying to back it if it's already funded. So I don't see this having any trouble getting funded all the way to fully to 14,000. My guess, and don't quote, well, yeah, we'll quote me on it. I'm going to guess 21,000 backers in the end. I may change that later depending on where we're at in a week, but the rest of them were 22, 21,000. I think we had 18,000, 22,000, 25,000 on the last three. So I can't see this not hitting 20,000. So there you go. That's the news for the week. Holy cow, I told you it had to be a full episode. Um anyways, thank you guys for letting me ramble on about the news. This is all stuff I found this week and I missed a ton. So I will try to be a little more thorough next week. Hopefully I get a better mic so this doesn't sound so bad. I will have more drinks with me so I don't lose my voice in the middle of this. I will probably do a better job of figure description, but I'm still evolving this. This is still only like the third or fourth episode I've done with the news. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And with that, guys, I'm going to wrap it up right there. We're done. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Join the tons of followers of Collecting Havoc. You got to hit that like button. It does help me grow the channel. And don't forget down in the comments, let me know what you guys thought of the news, lines you want me to cover, all that good stuff. And until then, I'll catch you guys on the next hunt.